Okay, so I have not been recording Control. I've been taking a little bit of a break again to um, just enjoy the game for myself, and I've been enjoying it for what it is. But I'm back because I just saw this mission called A Dark Place, and it said to investigate the sector elevator. Now, I missed the first part of this. Let's see if I can reload. No, I don't want to mess it up. But Alan Wake appeared, and his voice appeared with him at the writing desk saying to that she was feeling called to the investigations sector. And so I feel like we're at AWE, the Alan Wake DLC, and I'm super excited to get to this point. So I want to go ahead and record this so that we can see it together. Okay, this isn't creepy or anything. Also, I learned that Dr. Darling, the actor for Dr. Darling, voice and performance, is the voice of Alan Wake, but not the face. Apparently, they're two different people. That's why I've been feeling like Alan Wake and Dr. Darling sound similar. It's because apparently he's the voice. I have also found, and I'll look and see if I can find them in a second here. Oh, I was 9 or something when I found my dad's Old Gods album. Jesse Faden said she became a huge fan instantly. The Old Gods of Asgard from Alan Wake. I also did find some stuff on Bright Falls. So I found there was an unconfirmed threshold manifestation at Cauldron Lake. Breaker had received a call from Barry Wheeler, Alan Wake's literary agent, on behalf of Breaker's daughter, Sarah, who is the current sheriff of Bright Falls. Right here, Alice Wake, Mr. Wake's wife, was found during the Bureau investigation. She was interviewed and evaluated. She showed signs of severe mental trauma in the form of memory loss. She was later directed to treatment. It was concluded that she was trapped in the threshold during its manifestation. Notable individuals still missing after the Bright Falls event are FBI agents Robert Nightingale. Sorry, where the fuck did I get Starling? And Dr. Emil Hartman. Bureau researchers believe that this event was the result of a forceful perception of subjective reality stemming from Mr. Wake overlapping on our own. Wake has been flagged as a potential peri-utilitarian. In 2011, a book by Clay Stewart titled The Alan Wake Files was published by Roundabout Press. Agents interviewed Clay Stewart and suspected minor peri-utilitarian sensitivity. He was placed under indefinite surveillance. A monitoring station was established at Cauldron Lake to alert the Bureau of any future activity. I feel like that's going to be important in Alan Wake 2, that there is a Bureau of Control monitoring station at Cauldron Lake. There was something else that I saw that was worth mentioning. Maybe it's not under case files. Maybe it's under correspondence. Let's see. Because there was an idea about restarting a show. Let's see. Agents. I don't know if I can find it. Research and records. I don't think this is gonna have it. Maybe it will. Bureau expenditures. Hang on. Was it groupthink? No. Control points. Hang on, because I want to... Okay, come on. Okay, I don't think it's there, but it's something around that. I'm not going to mess with it too much more. I am going to really quickly show I'm just going to show the first part of it.
We used to play there all the time.
No, hold on.
You mentioned
right here.
Last time we talked.
So Jesse talks about a poem by Thomas Zane.
Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated. I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find any poet by that name.
Because Thomas had written himself out of existence. But that's the cool part. There was a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s named Thomas Zane. There's a theater in Alan Wake 2, and it shows like a movie by Thomas Zane. And so like, oh shit, I'm pretty sure that's what that's a reference to.
Than the rest of the bureau.
Okay. The removal of organs is consistent with animal attack. A resignation letter. To whom it may concern, it is with great anger and regret that I tender my resignation as head of investigations for the Federal Bureau of Control. I do this in protest of the rampant disregard for my department's redacted. My staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears, so I must now rely on my actions to speak louder than my words ever could. I blame this situation on our redacted, who has routinely ignored my requests for assistance in reclaiming the parts of the investigation sector lost to the redacted loose inside. I will never forget the screams of brave agents begging for us to open that fire break. I will carry that shame for the rest of my days. The blank has failed his agents. Shall never forgive him for that. Sincerely, William Kirkland. I'm trying to find all of this just to see if there's anything. Cauldron Lake update. To Chief Investigator Dennis, it happened again. Third time this year. Something certainly has it out for our redacted. Could be raccoons. The locals certainly complain about them enough, but what the hell would raccoons keep going after a monitoring station? Doesn't add up. Anyway, I got a bureau tech coming to the site next week to take a look. Next on the list of recurring problems is the staff at the Lake House Research Station. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on Redacted Lake if they won't let me see any data? Hell, I don't even know what they're researching out there. We need to petition them again to share their info with investigations agents. It's only a matter of time before this redacted hits again, and I want to be prepared. Anyway, if anyone at HQ asks why the Bright Falls report is a little thin this month, tell them it's because we couldn't get any readings. In the meantime, I might invest in some raccoon traps. Sincerely, Agent Estevez. That's not raccoons. Director investigation. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, Redacted was launched into the Redacted of Director Zachariah Trench. A recent change in Redacted witnessed in Director Trench, including aggressive Redacted when redacted with other staff, has been observed. However, this investigation is aimed at interpreting this issue rather than proving it. Notable Redacted between Director Trench and Dr. Darling has been witnessed by numerous Bureau staff. Although both declined to meet for an interview on the matter, witness accounts suggest their arguments center around the Dimensional Research Wing and the Redacted kept inside. However, no evidence exists to confirm Director Trench's Redacted as anything more than interpersonal disagreements. This investigation has concluded that Director Trench's behavior is not indicative of any Redacted and that his fitness to lead is not in question. Refer to file Redacted for full report. So I'm sensing that the Alan Wake AWE has caused some stirs within the building. Kirkland, I'm growing tired of your blatant attempts to lay your incompetence at my doorstep. I know you want this to be true, but you are head of investigations. This failure is your responsibility. What do you think would happen holding a dangerous specimen in investigations? The containment sector exists for a reason. They are better trained and better equipped for this type of work. In fact, they have admirably taken on certain AWE monitoring responsibilities that your staff are no longer capable of. This happens more and more now. And don't think your petty internal investigations have gone past my notice. You are a worm. Everything I've done has been for the benefit of the Bureau. The Prime Candidate program only failed because of Darling. You are both failures plotting against me. You are traitors, but the truth will emerge out of you. You are choosing to become my enemy, Kirkland. You don't want to be. Zachariah Trench, Director of the Federal Bureau of Control. Yikes. That doesn't sound very good. Underhill background. Dr. Rhea Underhill is a professor at the University of Woodrow in the United Kingdom, where she teaches biology with a focus on botany. Dr. Underhill once worked with the Bureau as a parabotanist stationed in the research sector of the oldest house. She served with no incidents of demerits and is praised by those who formerly worked with her, including Dr. Darling. Dr. Underhill has no known connections to paracriminal organizations or any record of breaching her NDAs since leaving the Bureau. Her civilian behavior has been ideal, with the exception of an ongoing personal relationship with Dr. Darling that appears to have begun during their time as co-workers in the research sector and revisited intermittently ever since. Depending on the duration of her work in the oldest house, it may be required to have both parties sign a relationship clearance form. This investigation has no compelling reason to deny Dr. Darling's request to offer Dr. Underhill an interim position with the aim of finding a solution to the mold threshold issue. Refer to files 708-50-286 or full report. Dr. Darling, dost thou have thyself a darling? Mr. Dennis. So yes, there's an increase in AWE cases, and yes, it would be a good idea to put together a special task force to examine exactly why that is. However, it seems that there is a tiny little detail has slipped through the cracks. We don't have the damn staff! If you expect us to detect, investigate, and process more AWE cases, you need to give us more people. It's simple math. Between the staff we lost in the Hartman thing and the ones who left for other departments after Kirkland quit, we're barely managing to keep up with the workload. Hell, just filing the paperwork for all the altered items we left behind in the sector has been an ordeal. Another thing, and then this is going to sound paradoxical, but we have an overcrowding situation. This lobby isn't meant to accommodate a whole sector's worth of staff. We put forward a motion to move investigations to a more suitable location months ago. You better not be sitting on your desk. The people are getting restless, and as Kirkland's interim replacement, it's your job to handle it. Best regards, Agent Grayson.
It's not working.
All right, well, that's not very little pig, little big, let me in. Maybe I need to find another place for you sometime. Because you're not working, so... Oh, maybe there's another way up over there. Not 100%, but we found more stuff here, so... Casey inquiry. What? What? Mr. Dennis? A request came through recently from an FBI agent asking for all our files on Bright Falls, specifically on the disappearance of the author Alan Wake. Per the Interagency Information Exchange Agreement, I had found some paper pushers gather up a folder of the pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate material is either missing or redacted. But I'm writing to let you know that we received this request from a special agent named Alex Casey. Sounds familiar, right? That's because Alex Casey is the name of the fictional detective in those hard-boiled crime books Alan Wake wrote. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent sharing a name with the most famous character Wake wrote is looking into a case dealing with the writer's fiction coming true. I think this is worth looking into, but what's your opinion? Just give the word and I'll start surveillance on this guy, Special Investigator Gleason. Boom! That's important because Alex Casey is a character in Alan Wake 2 and exists in both the real world and the dark place. Oh, this is making me so excited. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, the internal investigation D-084-5 was launched into the ethical practices of Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Despite the accounts of anonymous redacted regarding inhumane treatment of a redacted currently housed in our bureau, unofficial findings regarding this were inconclusive. Numerous obstacles arose during this investigation. The majority of redacted sector personnel seem to be wholly unaware of any such redacted contained there. One redacted confirmed the redacted's codename to be redacted, but all files pertaining to that name were inaccessible, being classified under the highest clearance level. Investigators were similarly blocked from entering the redacted research wing to interview its staff. The matter was further complicated by the lack of clarity on whether non-human paranatural entities warrant humane treatment. While this investigation cannot address any charges against Dr. Darling, we do recommend an investigation into redacted research. We'll refer to file 982-0136 for full report. Okay, so somewhere around here has got to be another of those things that actually works so that we can fix this door. Maybe. Can I get through here? Whoop. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get you out of the way. Thank you. Let a girl through, jeez.
Mr. Kirkland, we stopped at Keystone on our way to the target AWE like you asked. I'm sending my report directly to you to try to keep a lid on this Groom and Morales desertion issue. We didn't find any sign of them. Given their records, it is possible that they've switched teams like you suspected, but I don't think that's the case. An event definitely occurred here in Keystone, and I think Groom and Morales got caught up in it. The entire population has vanished into thin air. Reminds me of the ordinary case, but that was just the adults, if I'm remembering the files correctly. This is different. I think our guys are casualties, not traitors. If it was an AWE, it seems to be over. We walked through the whole town, and the only strange thing we noticed were markings on various buildings. 2 overlapping circles with a dot into shared space. Could be unrelated. I'll show you the pictures when I get there. In the meantime, you should send a team out here to cordon this place off and maybe get the Kimes guys working on a cover story. Sincerely, Agent Keenum.
Oh? Tractor procedures. So I need to get that thing up here. Item is not in Bureau custody. No, none known. A Frank Elk tractor. Olive green, dried blood on the grill when last seen. Item is capable of vocalized responses or growls. An unmanned locomotion. Considered highly aggressive and dangerous. The item first came to the Bureau's attention after the death of William Burrow, owner of Burrow Farm outside of Trenton, Texas. Local authorities arrived on the scene after an employee found the mutilated body of Mr. Burrow beneath his tractor. Police arrived but were immediately driven away by the tractor. Panicked calls to federal authorities were intercepted by Bureau communications staff. A team was dispatched. Upon arrival, the agents approached the item. It responded by, quote, growling like a bear. 3 agents were injured when they tried to detain the item, which escaped. Aerial searches for the item are ongoing. Speaking to Mrs. Burrow only revealed that she had a domestic altercation with Mr. Burrow earlier the night of the incident. Whether these events are connected is currently unknown. And an ethics investigation. Per authorization from Mr. Kirkland, internal investigation P1429 was launched into the legality of the Prime Candidate Program, redacted, by the Federal Bureau of Control. Since all known subjects relevant to the investigation used executive privilege to decline interviews, very little first-hand information was gathered. However, anonymous sources and documentation declassified by Mr. Kirkland both paint an alarmingly clear picture of systemic redacted and redacted. Redacted were brought into the oldest house and placed under redacted examination and testing with the aim of appointing one a director upon maturity. This program has produced no successful cases and only resulted in the traumatic redacted of paranaturally inclined redacted. Not only is this in breach of the Ash Act, but it flies in the face of basic human redacted. This investigation team unequivocally redacted the Prime Candidate Program and it recommends that it be redacted immediately. Refer to File 982-0136 for full report. So just further proof that the Prime Candidate Program, which is where her brother Dylan, so for anyone, because I wasn't playing this, so we found out that Jessie and her brother were both considered prime candidates for director in the future. They were both in the town of Ordinary. The two of them found an object of power.
How that gate should open.
And that object of power was a projector, a slide projector. When you put in certain slides, it would take you to different places. The two of them were affected by this. That's why she has powers. That's why her brother has powers. Her brother was kidnapped and brought in. She was instead simply watched. Her entire life, she's felt like she's being watched because she has been being watched. Now she's here, she's director, and her brother is controlled by the hiss. But not affected by it in the same way that other people are. Okay. Official findings report regarding Incident A49. The purpose of internal investigation X0397 is to examine the containment failure of specimen SI-1, resulting in the deaths of redacted agents. An inspection report of the containment equipment 3 days earlier showed no faults. Investigators suspect human error to be the cause, yet no department has provided any evidence to support this. Technicians were able to recover the researchers' notes on the specimen from the internal network. On the redacted of redacted, the specimen began displaying a sharp increase in aggressive redacted. Cross-referencing that date with various logs found only 2 events inconsistent with the sector's daily routine. The air filters were changed, and an hour prior to the incident, a civilian named Alice Wake entered the sector regarding an unrelated investigation. Given their connection to the same AWE case, it is likely that Mrs. Wake's presence is relevant to the specimen's escape and to the redacted. Investigation is ongoing. Refer to File 623-721 for full report. Incident A49 has to be Cauldron Lake. Oh, I'm so excited! Alright, let's claim this control point.
I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
You think? Okay, Blessed Organization. This is a paracriminal profile. The Blessed Organization has operated outside of the Bureau's notice for decades, perhaps longer, displaying a level of skill and caution rarely seen in paracriminal groups. A review of past cases has found various mentions of their activities over the years. In 2016, a production company called Blessed Pictures was connected to an altered item case, as well as the death of an agent from exposure to illicit paranatural materials. In 1994, a Los Angeles-based public speaker named Chester Bless was involved in the illegal use of an altered item. In 1988, a business called Blessed Repair and Service was suspected of involvement with an object of power case, perhaps even creating it. None of these businesses or individuals have ever been located. However, their connection to appearances of altered items and objects of power is too direct to be considered circumstantial. An arrest order has been issued for any persons believed to be involved with the Blessed Organization. Refer to file 739-0922 for full report. All right. Who are they? Oh, time to flip the light switch 3 times. Where are we going, baby? Where are we going?
Do we know each other?
Alan!
This feels familiar.
Oh, shit.
I can't seem to... I've forgotten it.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake.
Yes! Oh, my God. I saw Bright Falls on the map. Look at that. There he is. Mr. Scratch?
Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom.
Oh, Tom.
Tom Zane.
Tom Zane?
There's
What?
nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. The diver. You look different.
That was just a role, a character. The
What?
protagonist I played in my old film.
Oh, an old film.
An auteur like yourself.
What? No.
We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration.
No. Something's wrong.
You need a drink.
Night Springs. Dr. Darling.
Yippish.
Something's wrong. Well, everything's wrong.
Endless darkness. Nothing holds still.
But we're very close now. You've been writing. I found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Riding.
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there.
Yeah, Mr.
I've
Scratch.
seen
Yeah.
it.
Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend.
How are
Let
you
me
dealing
handle
with
it.
him?
You've met him?
Thomas Zane, how?
What the hell?
What
Now,
the
come
fuck?
on. You misunderstand me.
What the fuck? This is like furthering my theory.
That was Alan Wake, the writer
Hold
who
on.
went missing in that AWE case I read about.
This is like furthering my theory that Thomas Zane and Alan
Thomas
Wake
Zane was with him.
may be the same person.
The poet. No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
Oh, he was a poet. He was a poet and then he became a filmmaker because... Fuck. What the shit ass? Turn off the staticky TV. Turn off the fucking radio. What's going on with the vending machine? No? This is not like any other time I've been in the motel. Like, this is actively different than any other time I've been here. Oh shit, what? And there's the key now. Oh, I'm afraid of the dark.
Dr. Emil Hartman, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Broke loose, killed everyone it could, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came, a resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
Oh man, I'm... What? Alright, take me back. 1, 2, 3. Not a way through there? Maybe? Maybe we need to get down there? I don't know if we can make it though. Like, that's a long way to go. Okay, come on. I have a feeling maybe if we can make it right here. Yeah. All right. Where are we going?
Creepy, damp, and abandoned. Why did Wake want me to come here?
Fuck if I know, but I'm excited to find out. All right. Here real quick.
That doesn't look like a house shift.
No, it's just
Do I even
something
wanna
fucking
know?
weird going on. Of course, we're here at this shelter, and let's take another control point real quick. Okay. Alright, where are they? Oh, fuck! 7? Oh, fuck. We started this way too early. That's alright, because that's why we have this ability. It's because we can make them do the heavy lifting for us. Right? Come on, go fight for me. Come on. Oh shit.
Of course, the Hiss are already in here.
Of course they are. That's fine. Let's keep going. Okay, Hartman arrest. Victim names. Okay, offender Emil Hartman. Victim names Alan Wake, Tor Anderson, Odin Anderson, Rudolph Lane, Wendy Desley, Thomas Emerson, Special Agent Remy Dennis. Kidnapping of altered individuals, altered organizations. What? Offender's property seized as evidence to be used in conjunction with an ongoing AWE investigation. Offender's personal effects have been sent to research. After being released, all victims have been released. Biannual surveillance orders were assigned to each except the Anderson brothers due to their senility and Wake possibly deceased. Not me coming back here to see if there's like a projector or something going on. How do I get in there? Like there's a something in there. How do I get in there? I don't know. I'll break the wall. Oh fuck, I can. That's new. I didn't know I could do that. I've been playing this game for hours and never knew I could do that. What? Huh. Okay then.
Whoa. Looks like the house has gotten a little wild in here.
Well, up we go, I suppose. Do me a favor and get out of my way, please. Please and thank you. Okay, maybe I can't go that way. I cannot. We're gonna have to find another path. Looks like it's gonna be this way.
This darkness is blocking the door, so
Yeah.
now I have to deal with an interdimensional noise.
And look at it's making like shit shake and stuff.
Light burns it away, huh?
Oh, we're in that Alany atmosphere. At least we know now that I guess I'm wrong. I think Alan is not necessarily insane. Or at least not entirely. Or at least not maybe to blame. Is maybe what I should say. There we go. This is gonna be scary. I can already tell. What with Dr. Hartman there. I can already tell. All right. Let's get up here. And let's go. Alright, yep, that's exactly where I assumed we would be, on the other side of that.
The third thing. The sound made darker, the darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched, like a worm through time. The third thing was a monster. Now we crashed out of darkness toward Phaeton.
Ooh. I need a light source. Oh, but I don't have one because I need power. So let's go get power. Then we can get a light source. And then once we have a light source, then we can burn away that darkness. Does that sound about right? Kirkland, so you put me on desk duty just because I did the fucking thing I was fucking hired to do? My job? Want to know what I call that? Bullshit. Asking us to interrogate these scum without using words like altered items, a AWE, a paracriminal is the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life. And I've heard some fucking stupid things. They already know the facts. Hell, they know just as much as us, if not more. And they can sit there laughing at us while we dance around our words, trying not to leak classified terminology. They already know our fucking terminology. If you think pulling me off this case will stop me, then think again. Piece of shit blew up those tracks. He killed those people, all to make a train turn altered. We have dead the rights, and you need to let me back in that interrogation cell so that I can flip him on his buddies. Oh, these people are terrorists and deserve to be treated as such. This won't stop unless we stop them. You can go ahead and put me on suspension. See if that slows me down. Agent Hewitt. A black market hub specializing in the trade of occult talismans, relics, and other assorted ceremonial objects, as well as genuine altered and paranatural materials, was raided in redacted Czech Republic by a team of special investigators. Unsuccessful attempts by suspects to escape using altered items resulted in numerous casualties and prevented the Bureau from questioning all participants. The following interrogations revealed not only is there a vast network of these retailers, but that they gathering information on altered items and other paranatural materials from sources unknown to the Bureau. The Bureau's concern here is threefold. A, there is a growing underground market for paranormal materials, which implies a growing awareness of their existence among a niche group of the general public. B, these criminal individuals do not seem aware of the items as paranatural powers, and their attempts to activate them prove devastating if done in populated areas. And C, the motivations of these collectors are largely unknown. Refer to file 5120221 for full report. NASA cooperation. Following the NASA FBC coordination agreement in 1972, the Bureau has provided NASA with numerous technological advancements based on our research, including the black rock lining now found in all spacefaring vehicles. In return, all data gathered during space missions is made available for Bureau researchers to analyze. Recently, certain individuals have raised the concern that this relationship does not adequately benefit the Bureau, either intellectually or financially. Thorough investigation of the costs accrued by both organizations has shown that the expense of NASA's recent launch of the Redacted far outweighs any spending related to the processing and delivery of BlackRock. From its medium Earth orbit, the Redacted will provide the Bureau with an unparalleled resource for remotely monitoring and photographing AWE sites, a resource that would be lost if the partnership ends. It's the opinion of this committee that maintaining a cooperative relationship with our colleagues at NASA is of vital importance. Refer to file 381-4812 for full report. Aha! There you are, my lovely. Come with me. I need your assistance with a little something something. Ta-da! And the Lord said, "Let there be light." And Jesse Faden said, "Say please."
Reminder, all employees are required to report their hours at the end of each month. The Federal Bureau of Control maintains that time is not subjective, and hours passed on alternative planes cannot be claimed. Astral dives do not accumulate overtime compensation. Thank you for your attention.
Bitch. All right. Eagle Limited summary. A train derailment resulting in 62 casualties and numerous injuries was suspected to have been the work of a paracriminal group known as the Redacted, maybe the Blessed. As a result of this event, the agents discovered that one of their cars had become altered with a persistent auditory event. It remains to be determined whether the AWE was spontaneous or the direct result of sabotage. The Bureau has been tracking said group at the time, and the intel gathered suggested an event of this caliber was imminent in Bloomington. As a result, a response team was on site, and they were able to respond to the train accident within minutes of its occurrence. They arrived to find emergency processes underway, but also equipment left behind by the suspected group. A suspicious onlooker managed to elude agents after they attempted to make contact. Further investigation of the accident site revealed a curiously undamaged train car that exhibited an altered state when entered. This individual car was secured and transported to the investigation sector for further studies.
My understanding of the darkness is fragmented, incomplete. This abyss, this void, it very much does not wish to be understood. If light symbolizes knowledge, then it stands to reason that darkness would equate to ignorance. By its very nature, it abhors comprehension. Of course, my own nature drives me to comprehend all. We are opposing forces, destined to collide. And given this conflict of natures, we know that the light of truth will burn away the darkness, both figuratively and literally. Any significant light source can be used as protection, even weaponry against this metaphysical gloom. And then there are the artists. I know for a fact that Tom, Wake, the Anderson brothers, and Lane all had some involvement with the darkness. The question is whether their uncanny ability to affect reality through their art beckons the darkness, or did their work perhaps even create it?
That's what I've been saying.
Secure in my lodge, I expect I shall grow closer to learning the answers to these questions.
Which means that dude was full of shit the entire time.
Which is proving quite the challenge. Well, perseverance is the foundation of knowledge. Speaking of, I must be off on my rounds.
Paranatural entity A010, aka the Shadow, is an aggressive redacted consisting of 3 known types. Type A, localized manifestations of sentient redacted, capable of occupying organic and inorganic material, as well as exerting redacted over its surroundings. Type B, shaded individuals, human bodies redacted by the Shadow. These individuals become notably more aggressive, but do seem to retain redacted of their previous selves. Research is ongoing as to whether this condition is reversible. Type C, shaded objects similar to Type B, except that inanimate objects are redacted solely to be used as destructive tools. Each type seems to work towards a shared goal, possibly targeting certain individuals, see AWE 35, which may imply a shared link to a redacted intelligence. The threat this entity poses warrants immediate exploration of offensive-defensive measures. The investigation sector is being outfitted with additional lighting sources, some internally powered, to prepare for the eventuality of an redacted. Refer to 6/34/1923 for full report. So that's officially what they're calling the Dark Presence or whatever. Oh, now I need that. Can I have that back? Bring it over here. We can open this up. Of course. All right, well, let's dance, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm really not looking forward to trying to dance with you. I am way under-leveled for fighting you. But at least I got my launch way up, so that's a thing. Whoop! My weapons may be weak, but at least my launch is strong. Okay, just fucking give me control of him. I'll take control of you too. I'm just gonna take control of whatever I can, because that's the only way I'm gonna survive this. The only way I'm actually gonna survive is if I take control of people. Whoa, 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 whoa. Shit, I didn't know they were floating around over there. Fuck. Okay, come on. Whew, okay. All right. I'm assuming this is a board filled with all sorts of maps of AWEs.
Something in this darkness is draining me.
That's what it does. It's sapping her energy. A vending machine. Its front covered in a faux wood panel, coin-operated buttons for selecting food products. The item generates and stores a variety of material, both edible and otherwise, in its rows of internal trays. Initial testing suggests the item reacts to the mind of the individual in closest proximity and will produce whatever they subconsciously desire. Attempts to cause the item to create a living redacted have consistently failed. The item was discovered in a nursing home in Redacted, Alberta, after a resident named Muriel Redacted called a local news station about a magic vending machine. The news story reported that the nursing home staff was purposely stocking the machine with distinctive food and objects as a way to raise residents' spirits. The Bureau response team encouraged this story while confiscating the item. Oh, that's just another. I don't know what I'm supposed to be able to do in here while this is draining me. I think we just gotta go up. Yeah, well, we got the light. I mean, let's go up, I guess. Hopefully we can bring down a... Uh-oh.
Shit. Now what?
Uh-oh.
What is that?
What in the
elevator,
fuck?
time to go.
What the fuck?
So you don't like light. Who is that?
No, 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 no. Oh, come on. Wait. Okay, I can't pull that out, so I have to find another one. What the hell? Okay. And that's how I'm gonna hurt whatever the hell Hartman has turned into. Night Springs. Oh, this is Over the Threshold Darkly by Alan Wake. This screenplay was found after the Bureau acquired the Night Springs television series and all its past episode scripts. It appears to be written by Alan Wake as part of the application to become one of the show's writers. It is only human nature to wish to control the forces around us, and even more so, to possess them. But what happens when those forces are not ours to claim, or even of this world? What if they are the things you can discover in Night Springs? We are in a secret lab. The large sign on the wall reads, "The Federal Bureau of Night Springs." I've told you several times, Director, it isn't ready. It's ready when I say it's ready, Doctor. But the being beyond the portal, we have no control over it. Dun 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 dun. The Federal Bureau of Night Springs sounds oddly familiar, Alan. What did you know? What did you know that you didn't know you knew yet? Okay, so there's nothing up here other than that. So. It was a big fat waste of time. Got it. Shit. Thing almost got me. Need to find another place to put a light source. Okay, hang on, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Just decided to stop, grab a little something to eat real quick, take a break. I gotta figure out where this one goes, but I have no idea. While also escaping fucking Dr. Hartman here. Come on. Oh, come on, there's something right there, and I'm trying to pick it up. Fuck. Get in the fucking light. gotta be somewhere else that this one can go. Gotta go from... Now that I allowed myself to get whooped by Dr. Hartman, I feel like I don't have a way to... That's where it's supposed to go. Oh, I knew I was gonna probably die. That was my fault. I didn't slow fall. I was in a hurry. Alright, let's do this. Now that we know kind of what we're doing here. That one needs to go there. Rip off these so we can get a power core out of here. Next power core goes there. Grab another power core and let's fucking go. There we go. Get over here. Shoom and Shoom 2. I'll bet we need to get another ore and bring it over here somewhere. Yep, up there. Cool. Alright. Get over there. Hopefully this is the last one we have to drag across here. I'm sure there's probably a more efficient way to get this over here, but... No, 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 get up! Get up, girl. Okay. Dr. Emil Hartman is an academic psychotherapist, owned and operated a recovery center in Redacted, Washington, focused on the treatment of artists struggling with creative blocks and other mental disorders. Publicly, Dr. Hartman's treatment center seemed unremarkable in its method and purpose. Privately, however, Dr. Hartman was abusing his patients in order to utilize any latent redacted abilities that they may possess with the aim of shaping, I'm assuming, reality to his own benefit, which has earned him a Class 2 paracriminal designation. For more on the link between artists and their ability to redacted reality through artistic mediums, see file redacted. Investigation has proven that Dr. Hartman's illegal endeavors were conducted alone. After being approached by the Bureau during the redacted investigation, He displayed no remorse or intention to cease his actions. Dr. Hartman was taken into custody, evaluated, and released, redacted months later, having been deemed a negligible threat. His medical license has been permanently revoked. Refer to file 7/12/85-57 for full report. All right, now what's that gonna do? Is that gonna stop him? Of course it's not gonna stop him.
How do you like that?
Door appearance. An excursion into the Ocean View Motel and Casino discovered a previously unseen door. This door featured a spiral-shaped marking, designation door redacted. Similar to the other doors, it is locked and cannot be forced open. Alice Wake, a person of interest in the Bright Falls AWE, refer to AWE 35, for details, and the former wife of missing author Alan Wake, a suspected para-utilitarian and redacted. Contacted agents Shaw and Dempsey of the investigation sector using the phone number given to her in 2010 in accordance with civilian outreach protocols. Call resulted in Mrs. Wake being brought into the oldest house for an in-person interview. There is a full transcript. Refer to file redacted on redacted 2017. The excursion into the Ocean View Motel occurred later that same day. Determining whether this was a basic synchronicity event, if Alice Wake is responsible for its appearance, or if the door itself relates to AWE 35 is paramount. She should be returned to the oldest house, possibly even taken into the motel itself to confer if any other changes occur. All right. I think we pretty much investigated everything in here, if I'm being honest. I think it's time to just go up the elevator.
What are you doing in investigations?
Jesus, don't scare me like that, Langston.
If you're talking right now, I can't hear you. It's a one-way system. Try to find an intercom.
Langston, it's me, Jesse.
I know. I can see you on the monitors. The cameras in there haven't worked since we sealed that sector off a couple years back.
Let me guess. You sealed it because of the monster guy.
Wait, did you see Dr. Hartman? Jesus, I really wish you hadn't opened that fire break. Okay, listen, you need to find Hartman and kill him before he gets out into the Bureau.
That thing is a person?
He was a person. We brought him here to study after he was, altered in an AWE. I forget the medical word for what happened, but now light physically hurts him. Do you have a flashlight?
No.
A lantern? Headlamp? Oh yeah, flare gun. Oh, Christmas lights. You could wrap them around your...
I don't have any of those.
That's what Barry did.
Shit. Okay, well, I'm sure you'll think of something. I'll keep an eye on you from the Panopticon. This is kind of exciting, right?
Maybe from where you're standing.
Right, okay. Well, break a leg. Why did I say that?
Okay, this Hartman thing can't have gotten very far. Let's go flush him out. Langston was right. This is kind of exciting.
Nice to have someone to talk to, you know? Ever since I got put in charge of the Panopticon, people treat me different, like I'm crazy for wanting to work with altered items. People just don't understand the altered items like I do, you know? I don't want to brag, but it does take a very empathetic mind to connect with the items. Still, I don't know why people are making it so personal.
Right.
I mean, the teams in research handle paranatural materials every day, and no one thinks they're weird. Well, maybe that's not true. Darling is famous for being a bit out there, but when he's weird, it's charming. Altered items really aren't that frightening once you get to know them. If you figure out what they like or don't like, you know, what sets them off, then there's nothing to worry about. I guess at the end of the day, we're still just wild animals scared of our own shadows. We're supposed to be on the same team, but sometimes it feels like it's every department for themselves, like it's a race, and we're all trying to be number one. If it is a race, though, I'd say Darling is...
Okay, now he's done talking. I'm going to go ahead and end part 1 there.